This is NBC6 South Florida Today.
Well, what if there was a store that used technology to analyze and fit you into the proper shoe so they don't hurt, they don't swell, they just feel great? Well, there is such a place. It's called Foot Solutions, and today the owner, Robert Feldman, talks a little bit about the store and how to get the maximum comfort for your feet. Welcome back. It's good to see you.
It's great to see you again. How you been?
Yeah, and now tell me that technical term for what you are.
I am a state licensed and nationally board certified pedorthist.
Pedorthist.
So
okay.
I would be to the orthopedic surgeon or the podiatrist like a pharmacist too. I'm certified to make custom arch supports, to modify shoes. We do a lot of diabetic shoes and of course do modifications to fashion shoes too, and I have a retail side to my business.
Why are so many people walking around with feet that hurt?
They don't get the proper support they need. There's three things we look at. We want to control the heel. We want to be able to fill the arch and control the arch and walk properly off the ball of the foot, the first metatarsal. And many of the shoes today that people wear don't do those three things. And that's where we get foot problems. We're putting bigger feet into smaller shoes or improperly shaped shoes for the foot.
Okay, you brought one of your customers here along with you. Why did you end up at Dr. Feldman's store?
I had a lot of severe foot pain, and I actually met him at a hockey game. And I explained that we have a certain situation that's hereditary with our feet called Morton's foot. And he said, oh, well, we can deal with that. Just come into our store. And I subsequently went in there and have become a very good customer.
So you have happy feet now, right?
Yes, I do. They're very happy.
All right, tell me how you would fit somebody and show us if you would.
Absolutely. When somebody comes in, before we even go to shoes, when someone comes in, we will do a complete analysis of their foot. I will examine their feet. I will watch them walk to get a gait analysis. We then put them on a series of digital technologies to be able to get a topography of the person's foot.
And if we could take a close-up on that, that's the topography.
Yes, and then after that, we'll, based upon their lifestyle, what they like to do for exercise, what they do for work, we will then fit them for shoes, but only after we go through this process. And many times it's a combination of shoe and the proper arch support too.
Alrighty. And I know so many people have those orthotics, but I know I had them years ago and I couldn't get them into my sexy high heels.
Right.
So consequently, I never used my orthotic.
Right. Well, the great news is at Foot Solutions, we've designed an arch support that is custom made very precisely to the woman's foot. We actually take a mold, we do it the old-fashioned way, and it's handcrafted, although it does work off the digital image, and we call it a Cobra. So it's able to, the shape of it is such that it's able to fit into just about any type of dress shoe.
Very good.
Yes.
How long does this all take? Because, you know, usually I'm running in the shoe store, I kind of have an idea what I want, and I'm in and out.
Absolutely.
This probably isn't as quick though, right?
No, unfortunately it's not. Typically, the exam will take about 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes a half an hour, depending upon the problem with the feet. And then we go to shoes. And shoes, you know, can last anywhere from 15 minutes if we know exactly what we want to do, to 3 hours. And we take the time necessary to make sure we get it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give us a little bit of a demonstration with Paula and show us exactly how you got her to feel better and get her in the right shoe.
Absolutely. Paula's problem was she has what's called a Morton's neuroma. And a Morton's neuroma is just a little pinching of the nerve branches that go through the second and third metatarsals, the ball of the foot.
Painful, Paula?
Very painful.
Okay.
So what we want to do with a person that has a Morton's neuroma is, again, we want to control the heel and fill the arch, but most importantly, we want to be able to spread those bones gently so there's no pinching going on. Well, how do you do that without sacrificing fashion?
Exactly.
And we are able to do that without having the fashion police come whisk her away, which is great.
Okay.
So what we did with Paul is we examined her feet. This is her digital image, and we actually dispensed a shoe that you can see this is actually her shoe, very fashionable. And embedded in the shoe is what's called a metatarsal pad. So we are not putting pressure directly on the metatarsal heads. It helps to fill and lift the metatarsal heads. It also has some support, and it doesn't have a lot of heel cupping. And it's interesting, it's important to note that you're not going to get the same support in any dress shoe that you're going to get in an athletic shoe.
Gotcha.
But what we're striving to do is get the woman comfort for business and, you know, and for any type of an event.
Does insurance cover any of this if you really had a serious foot problem?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. And even for business, we have, you know, a business type of shoe that will give fashion and comfort.
Well, you know what? We've got to wrap up now, but I'm sure if a person has a wide foot or a thin foot, you can help out all kinds of foot ailments, right?
Absolutely.
Well, it's a pleasure seeing you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good to see you again. Thanks for having us.
Wow, my feet feel better already. Well, to find a foot solution near you, call 1-888-FIT-FOOT. That's 1-888-348-3668. Roxy, over to you.
All right, Trina, thanks so much. Well, coming up...